When you think of the world's mightiest warriors, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, and of course Jake Paul, I'm afraid you're sorely mistaken. Those names that would make the average man sphincter titan bear nothing on the power you're about to witness in this video. Well, Darth Sidious, it looks like you've got a match. You've heard of One Punch Man. Enter one kind of half bitch slap on the neck man. He's so powerful and in such a rage, he almost attacked the man at the end that was merely coming over to revive a fellow student. He was in such a flurry, he was seeing red and he saw his man charge towards him. His ultra instinct kicked in and he went to end the man's life. Only about 5% of his hits make any contact. He's so powerful that when he stops before actually touching them, the shockwave just shuts their central nervous system down. It really is impressive. You're about to now see how he defends against random attacks, as opposed to what we just witnessed, which was the most coordinated, accurate attack sequence in choreographed fighting history. Now we're about to see it actually random. That really gives the scene from The Matrix 2 a run for its money. Now this next clip is from another self-proclaimed Grandmaster, and I stand by my claim that any man that calls himself Grandmaster as a self-proclaimed title, he ain't to be trusted.
I know the taste of victory, born in warrior's blood. There are few men of stature. There are even fewer men of imagination. It is not easy to match a true conqueror or champion. Perhaps once in many centuries does the world produce a man with the power and the will equal to his vision and his destiny.
As crazy as this video is, I think the real icing on the cake is the saxophone solo going in the background, which kind of sounds like the entire orchestra is dying from like anthrax poisoning. Now, you would think that this man is joking, or you would hope that the video is a joke. It's not a joke when you are actually scamming people out of their money. But then anyone who's dumb enough to fall for that, so it's kind of like that story of what came first, the duck or the moron. Whoa, look at that absolute legend. The power he demonstrated. He can't even believe it himself. He's in shock himself. He can't believe he just punched through a thin bit of plywood. Madness.
See those hands? It turned into like a bullet.
It turned into like a bullet.
I will not falter. I will not waver. I will not tire. And I will not fail.
If I ever get seriously ill and I have actual fever dreams, I worry that this will be what my fever dreams are like. I genuinely worry I will have repetitive dreams of Bushido.
Out of the darkness, into the light of hope. Here, all the branches here, yeah? And say the third form have beauty, yeah? Pointing, darting finger. It's the digits. Look, can you see it? Look, so the digits going round. Yeah. Beauty. Yeah. Yeah. Look, you can see if you look at my finger and you look up there, it's virtually the same.
Master Sofa tripping off his balls and talking about trees and shit. Really great stuff. They even added in the multiple colours just to let us know what his LSD fueled mind was actually seeing at that point in time.
They say the Atlantic Ocean has no memory because of its constant changing. If we could flow like an ocean, or be as vast as an ocean, whatever trial and tribulation we have, we wash the shore.
This is one of those things that some people do where they talk a lot of shit, and if someone's dumb enough, they'll dig into that and try and find a deeper meaning. When someone has like the shits after a bad curry, you can say, the brown river flows deeply into the toilet bowl, splashing the essence of previously existing happiness. Is it bad to be liquid today for yesterday's happiness? You see, you can make any dumb shit sound kinda woke if you just say enough stuff, and differentiating between the two is a life skill that you kind of learn as you stop eating cat litter. I feel like I could end the video there. That's enough, but I'm not going to because I like you. So in return, make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now for the smooth brain community, I cannot state enough. I am not taking the piss out of Wing Chun. I am not saying it is a fake martial art. What I am saying is that these people demonstrating that are demonstrating bullshit. Because if you look, almost none of the hits touch him. Now, based on physics, that's probably not real. So I think it's a fair assumption to make that these people, for whatever reason, are choosing to demonstrate fake Wing Chun.
You.
Now, what you just saw was a reenactment that happened to me when I was a 19-year-old kid. Two things saved me. Number one, my awareness kicked in. Something about the way he held his body said, get out of...
His awareness kicked in? What was it? The fact that he was holding a knife and said, I'm gonna kill you? That's what saved his life? Is that what made it kick in? There was a man stood there with a knife pointing at me, saying he wanted to end my life. I thought it was time to leave. That's my Livy Theroux impression.
What saved me was the fact that his attack wasn't as effective as it could have been. That gave me time to get out. We're going to now look at the effectiveness of attacks. Okay.
Anyone that has a room that's head to toe in tarpaulin is probably going to kill someone at some point. It's a red flag. It's not guaranteed, and this is hyperbole for the sake of a joke, but it certainly is a red flag.
It was a really wide open slash like that. Okay, now a lot of people don't believe this, but that's a slash too, and it can do just as much damage as that, right? You come in like that, slash, come back. This is faster, right? There's a whole lot less dead weight involved in that move. Okay, remember, knife fights, speed, life.
I don't know, man. The reason you apparently survived your knife encounter was because he didn't do a good knife attack. So by showing people how to do good knife attacks, surely someone will die. If he had watched your video before trying to attack you with a knife, he'd have killed you. Maybe the best thing to do isn't teach people how to fight with knives, but rather discourage people from trying to fight with knives. I feel like that's a better use of your time. Instead of saying, here's the correct way to kill a man with a knife, maybe say, you shouldn't fight with knives, and if a knife is present, get the hell out of there, not here's a more efficient way to maim someone.
It's a great way to defend the single leg takedown or even an attempt at a double leg, because you shift out of the line and you move your forward leg back, following their force and firing them into the ground. Now it's important to understand we're not going to try to hit the opponent, because the velocity of the striking, it makes you less accurate and you might shear or miss. We're not hitting, we're following and directing the opponent. So just to look at the method, if they were going to shoot in, I'd shift back, turn my body as he's still coming in, touch the head, and just follow far towards the ground or out to the side.
This is another one from Sifu Adam Misner, one of the two people I've received the most backlash for criticizing, despite pretty obvious displays of tomfoolery, let's just say. Now, his Tai Chi stuff, his meditation stuff is great. Oh, more power to him. But when he does demonstrations where he just bends the laws of physics, I think that's worthy of criticism. And this is his attempt to stop an MMA takedown.
Get back in time. He picks up my knee and drives forward. I follow, picking up the foot like golden cock. And then I do the transition and sink the arm. Now, the key to this is that, so in the form here, when I change and sink down, that I sink the chi, mobilize the chi to my foot. And
now, I'm not going to criticize this man again. Lord knows I've done that enough. I'll leave it up to you to determine whether or not that's a viable technique to stop an MMA takedown. If you can call what that was an MMA takedown. Seems like a weird MMA takedown. I'll bear this in mind when my grandma tries to take me down. Great, now have a wrestler come in and test it. Ain't nobody would go for a takedown like that, bro. So the general consensus is that it's not a viable technique, but I'll be curious to see what you have to say about it. Now's a good time to mention if you have any videos you want to see me talk about, or if you just want to share it with a community of people that find it entertaining, head over to the Fake Martial Arts subreddit on Reddit. I'm probably going to go through it on the next video and look at what you guys have been uploading. Some of you guys upload some crazy stuff and I really appreciate it. But I'm going to wrap the video up there. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some funny and interesting videos. As always, stay safe and click on the video that's appearing above my shoulder. YouTube apparently think that this is the best video suited for you. So enjoy.